Hi YouTube, it's your boy Grassy TV, and welcome to another Here's Each 2 video. Sub-skill trees are a new feature coming in Season 5 and are designed to provide a more tailored experience, letting players focus on specific playstyles and strategies that better suit their preferences. Each tree will offer a mix of passive and active abilities, allowing for a wide range of build options, enhancing both character customization and gameplay depth. To access this new feature, simply click the plus sign at the top right of the skill you're looking to spec into. A new window will pop up that looks just like this. Here's how this works. You always start at the bottom, then lines connect to smaller travel nodes that grant stacking buffs. At the end, every skill has 4 larger nodes that are very build defining, known as augments. You cannot have more than 1 augment per skill, but you can spec as many skills as you have allocated. Today I'll be reviewing each of the sub-skill trees for the Stormweaver class, going through each node and demonstrating every augment. And as always, I will have timestamps available so you can easily navigate to your favorite skills. Now before we get started, this video is not intended to simulate DPS or serve as an indicator of which skills will be the best for Season 5. The goal here is simply to generate early conversations regarding sub-skill functionality, improvements, and diversity to ensure that every skill in Season 5 brings something fresh and exciting to the game. Use the comments to share your thoughts, or feel free to share a build that you've theory crafted. I'm streaming Season 5 beta on Twitch at twitch.tv/Graxy_TV, and I would be happy to check out any of these new build ideas that you guys have. Let's get going. Our first skill is Charge Bolt. Starting with the travel nodes, we have increases the amount of charge bolts, increases its damage, increases projectile speed, chance to deal increased damage, slowing targets on hit, chance to inflict lightning break, decreases the mana cost, decreases the movement diminish when using charge bolt, increases the size, chance on cast to increase the amount of charge bolts, and chance to inflict stasis on hit. For those of you that don't know what stasis is, this is lightning damage over time. The first augment is Electric Field. Unleash charge bolts in a circle around you, causing them to return after a short duration. Second is World Ender. Conjure a single large charge bolt, scaling from projectile amount and unleashing charge bolts in all directions after exploding. Third is the Loaded Thunder. Chance to unleash a large pulsating thunderbolt on hit, dealing increased damage. And fourth, Railgun. Unleash charge bolts as a barrage, dealing increased damage. Charge bolt now has a cooldown. The second skill is Stormbolt. Starting with the travel nodes, we have increased damage dealt, increases the projectile speed, increases the projectile size of Stormbolt, increases the area of effect radius of Stormbolt, chance on cast to unleash multiple smaller Stormbolts in a barrage, decreases movement diminish, chance on cast to fire an additional Stormbolt, chance to pull nearby monsters towards the target on hit, dealing increased damage and inflicting lightning break, chance to summon a small storm cloud for a short duration at the target location on hit, and Stormbolt can bounce off of terrain multiple times, refreshing its lifetime. The first augment is Pulsating Bolt. Unleash a piercing and pulsating Stormbolt with increased area of effect, radius, and damage. Second is Bouncing Charge. Unleash a piercing Stormbolt, bouncing between nearby monsters on hit and increasing the damage dealt with each bounce. As of right now, this bounce is not bouncing between monsters the way that it's supposed to, but it does bounce. Third is Stormclaw. Chance to unleash multiple surges of lightning in an arc towards targets on hit. And last, Magnetize. Pull all monsters towards the target on hit, causing a large electromagnetic explosion, slowing and dealing increased damage. The third skill is Lightning Surge. Starting with travel nodes, we have increased damage dealt, decreases mana cost, chance to lower target's attack rating on hit, chance to inflict burning on hit, chance to inflict lightning break, chance to restore a portion of your maximum mana, increases the cast rate when using Lightning Surge, chance to summon a small storm cloud on hit, chance to cast to unleash an additional Lightning Surge, and chance for Lightning Surge to explode into multiple smaller surges on hit. The first augment is Surging Comeback. Lightning Surge returns after a short duration, dealing increased damage. Second is supercharged, unleash multiple narrow surges in an arc, dealing a portion of that damage. Third is concurrent current, lightning surge attaches a tether to multiple targets, dealing damage over time. And fourth, surging tornado, unleash a tornado of surging lightning, dealing increased damage. The fourth skill is static shock. Starting with travel nodes, we have increased damage dealt, decreases cooldown, increases the area of effect radius. Static shock shocks monsters with an initial hit, dealing increased damage. Chance on cast to unleash an additional static shock. Increase the maximum cast range. Increases the tick frequency. Increases the duration. Chance on cast to increase the damage dealt. And inflicts lightning break on hit. The first augment is self-ionization. Static shock follows you with increased duration, inflicting static shock to nearby enemies. Second is Leeching Shock. Chance on tick to restore a portion of your maximum mana, dealing increased damage and stunning the target. It's a little tough to show this one because I have full mana. Third is Thunder's Embrace. Increase the area of effect radius, inflicting stasis on hit. And fourth, Ultimate Static Current. Chance on tick to unleash a surge of lightning towards the target. The fifth skill is Storm Cloud. Starting with the travel nodes, we have increased tick frequency, increased damage dealt, decrease the mana cost, chance to inflict stasis on hit, chance to unleash multiple charge bolts on hit, increases the area of effect radius, increases the duration, chance to leave flames on the ground, dealing damage over time, chance to unleash an additional Storm Cloud, and Storm Cloud now slowly moves towards the closest nearby monster. The first augment is Orbiting Tempest. Conjure multiple Storm Clouds orbiting around you. Second is Storm Front. Unleash a large storm cloud with a chance of striking monsters with lightning bolts, dealing heavy damage. Third is Aftershock. Increase the area of effect radius to storm cloud, leaving the ground below charged with electricity, dealing damage over time and slowing monsters on hit. And fourth, Apocalyptic Event. Chance to unleash the Apocalyptic Thunder on hit, dealing a portion of the target life as damage and executing targets with a life below a certain threshold. And though this isn't an augment, I did want to showcase Homing Tempest real quick because I think that it's a very strong node that could act as an augment. So this allows Stormcloud to move towards the closest monster. So we're going to go ahead and grab Stormfront just to show you what this looks like. So you can see as I place this down, it's actually going to move towards targets. And this really adds a lot of good QOL to this skill, no matter which augment you take, outside of the one that spins around you, of course. And the sixth and final skill is Apocalyptic Thunder. Starting with the travel nodes, we have increased damage dealt, decreases mana cost, chance to stun monsters, increases the area of effect radius, chance to unleash an additional Apocalyptic Thunder, decreases movement diminish, increases the maximum cast range, chance to inflict lightning break, chance to inflict burning, and increases damage dealt to stunned and burning targets. The first augment is Lightning Rod. Chance on cast to unleash a chain of shrinking Apocalyptic Thunders on hit. Second is Symphony of the Storm. Apocalyptic Thunder strikes multiple times, dealing less damage with every strike. Third is Lethal Voltage. Inflicts stasis and lightning break on hit. And lastly, Superstorm. Unleash a nova of lightning, knocking enemies back with increased damage. And that's going to wrap up today's video, showcasing all these sub-skill trees for the Stormweaver class. What was your favorite augment? Let me know in the comments. If you want to stay up to date with Season 5 beta, be sure to subscribe to this channel to always know when I post a new video. Come check me out live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Graxy_TV. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave it a like, as it does help me a ton. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.